Welcome to the P-Security channel once again. Today we'll be taking a look at Panda Cloud Antivirus, their latest version, which is the 2015 version, I guess. And I have created quite a number of reviews on Panda Cloud Antivirus, but none of them have been really decisive, and I haven't really given a clear recommendation for this product. So today I'd like to clear all the doubts and tell you whether or not this is enough, looking at other basic products like Windows Defender, which comes inbuilt with Windows 8, whether or not this will give you any added benefits. So first of all, the user interface is pretty neat. It's well laid out, although I don't like these extra tabs. I mean, now that you're getting basic protection for free without any kind of advertisement, I don't like these kind of stuff. But anyway, this is something you just need to get used to. And as far as the user interface is concerned, I don't quite like the color scheme and the layout. It doesn't look very neat to me, but I guess the buttons are clear and visible, so no real problems there. It's just a matter of preference. I don't like the fonts and the style, but I guess that's just personal opinion, so you could easily differ from me in that respect. Now, as we all know, this is cloud antivirus. This is entirely dependent on the cloud, so you don't need to update it. Plenty of advantages. One of them being probably performance. Shouldn't be using up a lot of memory. Let's check the memory usage here. Just about 2.3 megabytes. That's really light, and that's kind of expected because it's a cloud product, so all the work is done in the cloud. But it does have its disadvantages. If you like to travel a lot, where you don't always have an internet connection, and if you have the habit of using USB thumb drives, maybe sometimes when you're not really connected to the internet, then I would not recommend anything like this, because I've had this issue several times when my friends, they use a cloud antivirus and they're traveling and they don't have any internet connection, and they just plug in some USB thumb drive and they get infected, although they already have an antivirus product which would have otherwise caught the malware. But anyway, let's get started with the test. Links were pretty hard to find today. I hope these work out well. Just got 8 links. These are all malicious. Let's try them out and see how Panda protects us. So I'll have to bypass the smart screen filter here. Okay, just run anyway. This is Windows 8.1, so it'll make me go through a lot of security features to actually get to the file. So as you can see, Panda did neutralize that file. Let's just turn off the smart screen filter. So I'll just be back in a moment after turning off smart screen filter. Welcome back. I just got rid of smart screen filter so that we don't have to answer all the alerts next time. This website is blocked. That's great to know. Let's try the next one. Again, website blocked. That's great. Let's try out this one. Once again, Panda's website blocking feature coming to good use. Once again, that's great. Panda does have the history of having a great website filter. Some versions in between were not that great in this department, but looks like this one's right back up. There you go. It's blocked pretty much everything with its website filter, excluding the first one. Yeah. So that's great. So it looks like Panda has blocked a lot of files, and I don't see any kind of weird behavior, so I'll assume that everything was blocked. Of course, there's nothing to assume. All of them were blocked by the website filter, and one file, we can check it out. It's in quarantine. This is the first file. So now we'll get to the real part, the detection ratio test and the running the malware that is unknown to Panda. So I'll be right back in a moment. I've grabbed some brand new samples here. Let's see what we've got. We've got 499 items, almost 500, and I'll just do a default right-click scan with Panda Cloud Antivirus, and I will be back with the results, and we'll get to know what kind of detection ratio this offers. Just for comparison, I got a detection ratio of 88 and 92 on two subsequent scans with Windows Defender on similar samples, not the same, but obtained from the same source. So we can in some way compare the detection rates. Not exactly comparable, but we should be expecting something in that range for it to compete with Windows Defender. So I'll be back with the results. So the scan's complete, and we have solved 496 of the 519 detected items, and 3 could not be removed, but it's not really telling me what I should do with it. There's no clear indication here. And it's not really giving me any kind of recommendation to remove these 3. So I'll just do one more scan, and then we will check the final tally. Once again, it catches 3, but it's unable to remove them, so I guess I'll just leave it at that. So we've got 115 items left over. Wow, that's a large number. Now, let me just turn on Panda. I had disabled it to get the files, so I'll just turn it on. So now we've got the security enabled again, but to be honest, I'm not happy at all with the detection rate. This malware is fairly new, it's only about a day old, but Windows Defender on our previous tests was doing much better with similar type of malware. Nevertheless, let's calculate the detection rate. We had 499 items at first, and we'll remove 115. So that is a 76.9. I'll give it a 77% detection rate. That is in no way great news for Panda, because as we know, the parent protection, Windows Defender, that is there by default on every Windows 8 machine, is scoring much better. So unless it really shows something great in the unknown malware prevention test, there is no reason to recommend using this product. So anyway, everything's enabled. Panda does have a process monitor. Let's see if that's the game changer here. See if that can stop most of these files from getting into the system. And it's turned on. I haven't changed any settings, by the way. So let's just run these and see what Panda can say about it. Now, because it is cloud-based, it is possible that some of these files may be detected later on when I'm running them. But so far it's not that great. I haven't had any response. Nothing so far. Okay, here is this is probably one of those files that it was unable to remove. So I don't care, I'll be deleting this whole folder anyway, and 3 files don't really make a huge difference to the detection rate, not in Panda's case anyway. So far, very little response from Panda, apart from the files that it had told me that it was unable to remove. Just check. Okay, here's something else that was blocked. So still very much the signatures. I'm not seeing anything apart from that really working. Can see a lot of stuff running, although some of them are not working correctly because some parts of them might have been removed by Panda. But that is not much of an excuse. I mean, we're just seeing so much stuff run over here, and I'm not seeing any response from Panda apart from, the response on the files that it had already warned me about. So I don't know if the process monitor is doing some real blocking in the background and it's not informing me, but on the surface I'm not able to see much from Panda's side. Let's just see what's going on here. There we go. We've got a lot of processes that are low risk that have been executed and doesn't really tell me. So they were not blocked. So it only blocks processes that are medium to high threat level. Just try and run as many as I can so that hopefully we can get at least one positive response from Panda. But so far it's not looking that good. Can see folders being created, text files being created. Okay, this one's caught. That's good. But then again, that's just the signature based stuff. It's nothing really to be excited about. So I guess I'll leave it at that. I'll let these files run, and I'll just do a scan with Malwarebytes. I don't really think there'll be much of a doubt on this one. I'll just do a scan with Malwarebytes or Hitman Pro and show you guys the results so that we can see if Panda did any heroic background blocking. But, just as a user, I didn't see any kind of action. So I'll be back with the results from the second opinion scanners. Well, very surprisingly, we haven't got that many infections. Hitman Pro does report a couple of worms, but that's about it. So, what can we say about Panda Cloud Antivirus? Well, usually I would call something like this average. That's most likely. But times have changed, and average isn't good enough anymore. You have to be really, really good to have any point in offering your product, because the users already have a pretty good product at their disposal without having to download anything extra. So my thought would be, why would anyone just go to Panda Cloud Antivirus and download this product and turn off Windows Defender? Because after all, if Microsoft keep improving, Windows Defender will be more of the future and not Panda Cloud Antivirus. So I just don't know about this, but at the moment I don't think I would recommend this product, just because it's not that great compared to the free solution available. I mean, it's not a noticeable improvement on what we've already got. So it doesn't make sense to get this to back up your signatures, especially the detection rate was pretty mediocre. I mean that's the best I can say. I mean, it's probably an understatement to say it was mediocre, considering most products nowadays get above 90%. So that was a bit of a disappointment. Now, why we didn't have too many infections over here? Could be several reasons for that. Maybe Panda did do some kind of background silent blocking, which I was unable to visibly notice, but that is just one of the possibilities. It could also be that the malware just wasn't good enough, or many of the files may not have worked out correctly, so it's not necessarily just credit for Panda. But anyway, I won't blame it for that part. But what I do want to see is definitely a better detection rate and more features, because at the moment, when you have a pretty decent product at your disposal, I just don't see why you should go for such a basic product. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you found it useful. And well, I just made one mistake I'd just like to clarify. This is not called version 2015, it's called version 3. So any real people who follow Panda might have gotten that one already. But yeah, they don't call it 2015. But anyway, whatever they call it, at the moment I just don't think this is good enough to recommend downloading this over using Windows Defender. If you use Windows 7, this may be one of the many average options, but then again, nothing special. So that's it for today. And stay tuned to the P-Security channel, like, subscribe, and comment as usual. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of the P-Security channel. Stay informed, stay secure.